Hello and welcome, Exile. I got a little fun one for you today because this is something that applies to me right now as I'm leveling a new character. And if you're leveling a new character, this might apply to you too. Because in the early game, Acts 1 and 2 and 3, it's always kind of a slog before you get to your Ascendancy. And what's a good way to smooth that out? A lot of flat damage you wouldn't have otherwise. Apparently, the enchants on this bench do not have a level requirement as far as I can tell. This was introduced to me yesterday when I was preparing to level new trickster. Somebody said in chat, hey, I think I might use the fire burst enchant for my next leveling character. And as it would turn out, look at this. Level 10 fire burst is something you could put on a wand and it doesn't have a level requirements. That's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and give a little showcase of this real quick. As you might know, level 10 fire burst is a lot of base damage for something like Act 1, and so is this amount of flat fire on a weapon. The point I'm trying to get to here is the first few acts are always the hardest. Getting something like a little bit extra damage from an enchant or from a claw actually works out pretty well. Now, actually, shoot, I already cleared this. I already walked through this zone. I did, full disclosure, this is my second take. Basically, I took a lot longer to find Fire Fury than I'd care to admit. I walked all the way to the waypoint without finding her, and now I already messed up the take. But I'm not going to do it again. I'm just going to go to Fire Fury, and I'm going to showcase what it looks like. So Fire Burst level 10. It isn't really that crazy of a skill necessarily. Level 10 isn't that powerful. But in terms of Act 1 and 2, it's quite strong, especially as you get more percent damage while leveling. So Fire Fury is right next to this little camp here. Fire Burst, I forget if it has like 1 second cooldown or a half-second cooldown or whatever it is, but you see it's like this little AoE fire thing that occurs. Now let's look how much times it takes to kill Fire Fury. We go in here. Now, it looks like it was maybe a 1.5 or 2 second cooldown, not 100% sure, but it killed Fire Fury in 2 hits. The point is, if I get percent damage scaling as I level, this thing will pretty much trivialize probably Act 1 and probably Act 2 for the most part, as long as you have a bit of fire damage scaling. Now let's go ahead and showcase the Claw with Frost Blades with a little flat damage. And granted, you can improve this by, like alking your gear and adding other stuff to support it. You'll notice I have a helmet on and I have Darkness and Throne. This is no damage. It technically I have some flat to cold here. But this isn't giving any damage to my character. It's just basically, here, ES regen early, as you can see. Man, that makes Act 1 feel not so annoying. Or if I had a flat life regen, that would be good as well in this situation. But anyways, I don't have any damage on my gear. I just wanted to showcase the Claw real quick of having 20 to 30 fire. And you can see we're one-shotting all the things. Let's go and find the unique mob in here. The what's-his-face dude. It's just something to make life a little bit easier. So you could have a combo of like 1 claw with flat damage and 1 weapon with fire burst. Or you could do just two weapons with flat damage and it would work out pretty well. And so you can see without any real gear to support it, I killed that guy in like 6 or 5, 7 hits or whatever it was. And that's just to make your life easier. The fire rune, the fire damage enchant costs sun runes, which are the cheapest. I think they're about 150 to 1 div or something like that. And it was about 44 or 55 sun runes. It was something like that. I can't remember the number exactly. But the point is, enchants, a lot of extra damage really early on. So if you just want to smooth out Act 1, Act 2, and get into Act 3 where you actually get to equip some decent leveling gear items, this is a great option to just smooth out that early game. I just want to make this video because I think this is really nice. I'm down for the first character going through the slog. When it comes to my second character, I like the level of luxury and just have a good time the whole way through. And these enchants help bridge that gap. Unique weapons in some archetypes can do it, but this helps too. Like for example, say you want to do Hollow Palm leveling. Before you get to Hollow Palm, those first 10, 15 levels aren't necessarily the funnest thing. And this may help you have a little bit of fun getting to that point. As always, hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, Exiles, and have a good one. Peace out, guys.